I am not white. And I'm not going to make you feel like your blackness is unprofessional, right? And so just that idea of, I want people to come in, and I also congratulate people for taking that next step to coming into that therapy space. But, it's beautiful to see all of us here on this space, because kind of back when I started, there weren't a lot of us Black people in this space, right? And so I don't even know if I'm answering that question, but it's just that understanding of like the privilege I had to grow up with the support of my parents and their struggles without even the mental health support. And now I say, I'm going to give back to our community, to know that, when you do come into this country trying to make a better life for yourself, we want to be welcoming for you, to make it as an easy or a soft place to land, and so that's my passion is I'm rooting for everybody Black, essentially.
Much like you, Ruth, that was my passion too, getting into this field and providing the service, is because I was noticing that there was something that was missing in the community. There was something that was missing for, well before I even started. And I would have talked to my dad about it and say, like, who did you talk to? Like, where were you getting support? Because I felt like he kind of needed it. And he would just tell me, like, coming here, one, he didn't have time to address it. And two, there was nobody that he could see that he could really have faith that they would understand his situation or understand where he came from. So that was a real eye-opener for me to recognize that, as much as I appreciate being a counselor, I appreciate much more to be a counselor for those that can reflect in whether it's African, Black, in that community. Another eye-opener for me was having a client that came in, a Black female, and she was telling me for the first 20 minutes about how great her actual counselor was. She was seeing somebody else previously, and for 20 minutes, she was just going on about her counselor. And I'm sitting there asking her, why are you here with me if your counselor is so great? And she's like, the problem was that when I shared with my counselor, being white, she didn't understand what I was going through. So I spent half my session explaining the experience. And without even noticing it, she said, earlier I talked about a microaggression at work, about someone touching my hair, and immediately you reacted. And that made me feel safe. That made me feel like I was understood. So I can't even remember the question, but I just know that being in this field and recognizing that, seeing reflective faces is such a strength. And when I see my clients come in, I know for a lot of them, that's the first time being in that space. And I congratulate their courage and their ability to come in and be in that space with me. So.
Yeah, I just wanting to talk about like the code switching again, right? Like, again,